Hey, howdy, hey, everybody. How's it going? Happy Saturday and welcome to Disney Night Live.
Aloha.
Aloha.
How's it going? I like Groot's placement. I just want to, go ahead and get that out there.
Thank you. He's hanging off. He's hanging off my
hanging
microphone. He's literally hanging out.
Yeah.
Little chill, buddy.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to apologize right up front, but it seems like we are not streaming to Facebook, my feed, or Now That's Disney, our Facebook group, but we are streaming to Instagram Live and we're streaming to YouTube.
Okay, well.
It says live video is starting, but it's just circling for Facebook. So there must be some sort of issue.
I'm going to go ahead into our group and let people know.
Yeah, we are streaming on YouTube, and I just shared the link into the group. So I'm sorry about that, but and I see a comment here. So hello, Lily. Thanks for tuning into YouTube. Again, we got some technical issues. I'd like to say hi to my co-host tonight. We've got not really a newcomer, but someone who's been on the show a couple times in the past. We have Jim, who's with us tonight, and in addition to our co-host team. So welcome, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. We've got Morgan. Morgan's been with us as well several times. She joined last week. She's representing our friends over at Disney Nerds Podcast, as well as the Disney Nerds.
Morgan came in strong, Morgan. And we are happy to have both of you.
She came in like
as part of the show.
Right. Yeah.
Now I got
hello, Don and Marie.
In my head now.
It's going to be there the whole show. It's going to distract you. And of course, we've got Skipper J, our friend, our compadre.
Aloha.
Cheers. Happy Saturday. Hopefully this live video spinning thing stops spinning. If not, join us on YouTube.
I literally forgot how to spell difficulties, the last word in this post.
Yeah. Every week it's a new challenge. With this streaming stuff. And since, again, Facebook does not allow third-party apps like StreamYard to stream right to the group, you got to do this whole connection thing. And I know I did it right because I do it all the time, but it's not working. So it's just spinny.
Okay, Dave, approve my post.
Oh, I've got to go into Now That's Disney and approve you? Is that what happened?
Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
It happens all the time.
For everything here, I love it.
You know what? Grogu's back after an absence.
We got a Grogu.
Grogu is back.
Oh, here it is, Jay.
Let's be honest. He's replaced. The other one fell and broke.
Yeah, he broke, but we've got a different Grogu. Again, we're live here on YouTube, and I'm going to go into my YouTube app real fast, and I'm sorry about that. As this just keeps spinning.
Hey, Dave, while you're busy, did you guys see the news about Disneyland's Haunted Mansion? No more Constance Hatchaway, and I'm kind of bummed.
No,
I really like that character. That's a really cool effect where she's actually levitating now, and there's cool effects. But it's the old bride with the beating heart, and she's holding the candelabra from the hallway. And so that's our new bride. Constance Hatchaway has been retired after 18 years.
Oh, wow.
Really?
And I'm bummed. I like that character. And she's actually the most cosplayed female Disney character of all.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sweet.
I thought you were talking about how they're not going to do the Night Before Christmas overlay this year because of the Disneyland 70th celebration.
I think that's a good idea. I mean, it was only holiday for over a year. It hasn't been the Haunted Mansion in a long time.
1 whole year. It's kind of a long time to do that.
Right? Don't they start in like September and they?
Yeah, Labor Day. Labor Day is the cutoff, and then they do the install. So that's. It's not that I don't like holiday. And now that I'm a Florida guy and I don't have to only have 6 months of Haunted Mansion and out of the year, I'm good with it.
Yeah,
because I just drive down the street and hop on it anytime I want. So I'm good, and it's the superior one, so I'm good with holiday now.
Yeah, that's why like when they did the Haunted Mansion movie last year, was it last year or the year before? My year's already confused. It's only January.
I know.
But when they played homage to both houses.
Yeah.
Like, I fangirled and was like, yes.
Yeah.
That's my house.
I was watching that trailer, like the Zapruder film, and I spotted it and like had to go back and pause it on the second to confirm that was the Liberty Square.
And if anybody is a Hallmark person, they have been doing these Haunted Mansion ornaments. And the tree topper is the Disney World Liberty Square house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, if anybody wants, I am willing to be gifted the tree topper. I will not say no. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Let's move this back here.
I love that the Liberty Square one is finally getting some love, because in the last couple of years, you only ever see the Disneyland one, and I'm seeing the Liberty Square one pop in, make more appearances and merchandise. That kind of makes me happy.
Yes.
Now, if we get some sweet, sweet Phantom Manor merchandise, all would be right with the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to share out our YouTube link to all the other groups while we're chatting here, but it just aggravates me so much when this happens. So, excuse me. Tonight we're going to talk about Festival of the Arts, because Farts is back. It started today?
Friday.
Friday.
Last
Okay,
Friday.
so today's Saturday. So last Friday. Okay.
No, wait,
so
no. Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
It was this weekend.
Yeah. Right. So this is the first opening weekend of 2025 Festival of the Arts, better known as Farts. And we're going to chat about that tonight. I've got the menu items up in front of me. But as always, we do need to speak about our friends over at DMagic World, because DMagic World is our one and only sponsor. They are DMagicWorld.com. They are a 24/7 streaming Disney music station, playing 2 stations, right? So if you want to hear some of that parks music, some of that retro attractions or parade music, you can do that. If you want to hear the Disney music station, you can do that as well. You could also put in a request to hear whatever you want on the park side. And you could also click on the Now That's Disney Facebook group tab that will take you right to our group. And you can join our group and be part of our Ohana. And what we want you to do is go check them out and let them know you heard about them through us, because they're terrific. We love DMagicWorld.com. Hello, Grogu.
Dude, and Jasper, I listen to DMagic World every day, not just because we're on it and we sound like a real radio show when he plays it, but Jasper rocks it with the parks music, and I love it. I'll be listening to it, and there comes international stuff that I don't have in my collection, and it's great.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What else do we want to chat about tonight? Oh, I see comments coming in. I love it. Festival of the Arts is my favorite. Yep.
Mine too.
Oh, Morgan, it looks like you're now Momo. I'll give you a nickname, Morgan. I don't know that Momo.
Okay. I'm very particular with nicknames, Kim.
Yeah, Kim.
But I will take Momo.
For some
reason, I'm okay with that. I've been called other names.
We expect better.
Yeah.
You say Momo, and my mind goes right to the 90s film Get Shorty.
Shlomo?
At the very beginning of the film, where the death of the gangster Momo kicks off the whole film.
I mean, in my younger days. I'm just kidding.
The woman has secrets.
I don't remember that.
I was a little G.
I'm not really well versed in that movie.
Oh, it's a great movie. Read the book and then watch the movie.
Yeah, I don't read.
Books are always better.
I love that film. Yeah.
It is rare that a movie is better than the book. Let's be honest.
The only time I can think of in the last 10, 15 years where I went back and I read the books and liked the TV version better was the Phryne Fisher mysteries. Miss Fisher's murder mysteries.
Right.
I could go on a whole thing about it, but we'll just it's not Disney, so
yeah.
Okay.
That's not Disney Live.
Yeah. That'll be another show.
Yeah.
Hi Jessica on Instagram Live. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight as I try to clear up some technical difficulties on my side. I do want to say once again and remind everybody I am a travel advisor with Travelmation. So you can check me out at DavidPicciano at travelmation.net. I can help you book your vacation anywhere you want to go. But I also specialize in Disney. So any Disney location that I can help you book, I am more than welcome to do that. I can help take the hassle out of the castle. So let's do it. DavidPicciano at travelmation.net.
Take the hassle out of the castle is my favorite slogan.
I love it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Good. That's good.
There needs to be
Yeah.
t-shirts.
You know what? Yeah, it's kind of fun. I thought about it.
I can't believe someone didn't think of that years ago because that's a really good one.
I
Yeah.
hope somebody didn't, because if they did, I'd be really upset. Yeah. All right. Let me, as I try to keep sharing this out while we're doing this, we're going to dive in to Festival of the Arts. And is it just me, or is it just fun to call it farts? Am I the only one? Because I'm a giant child, so farts it is.
Perpetually 13, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me that's like, it's Disney. Should we really call it farts? Like, but yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna laugh. The little kid me goes.
And I, of course, I brought Figment since he is the mascot of.
He is
Festival of the Arts,
right?
You know, so I accessorized accordingly.
You did definitely. I love it. We have a kid in school. Well, we're going to talk about Festival of the Arts. I've never been to it. Jay, I don't know if you have.
I'm going on Tuesday to pick up my magnet, so I'm going to be going and trying all kinds of fun new tastes.
So that'll be your first visit.
I'm so jealous that you're getting the magnet, first of all.
Right.
Any pass holder that is in the area, for like the next couple weeks, the pass holder magnet is Ray from Princess and the Frog.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Fun.
So
I will be there prior to rope drop so I can swing in, get it, and then go do a few things and wait for the booth to open and just like.
And honestly, since they do magnet things and creations, it's a smooth transition. Yeah. The lines outside, you go right there, because like when I was there last month, they did stencils for like cookies and stuff, which I don't have on my desk. But yeah. They do smooth transitions for the pass holder stuff now. They got their stuff together.
Jessica, I've been in some crazy queues for like pass holder magnets and things where people pushing each other
buckets
out of the way.
And popcorn buckets and stuff. Jessica, let me know what the score of the Texans Chiefs game is, please. If you are watching it, she's never been to Festival of the Arts.
Jim, have you been one of those long lines for those things, and you're like, oh, I see that person could snap at any moment?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, it's a magnet, folks.
It's a magnet or a popcorn bucket. What I don't get is, too, on the first day, there's always crazy lines, and 2 weeks you can go get the same item.
Mm-hmm.
So why do people, are they afraid it's going to sell out and not come back? I don't get it.
Okay. My thought is, one, yes, it's going to sell out, but two,
right. And
let me get my soapbox out here for a little bit.
Do it.
Resellers.
Oh, that too.
Resellers. Unfortunately, we have I want to even call it an epidemic almost and now there are good, legit personal shoppers that don't take more than like 2 and they are following the rules and they're awesome. But the resellers that are like, I'm bringing everybody and their mama so I can get 10 of something at a time because you're going to sell it on eBay and Mercari and all the other sites for double the price. That's the problem.
Well, yeah. All right. We got an update.
That's been going on forever in almost every discipline. I mean, I'm going to date myself here, but I can think back to trying to get Grateful Dead tickets in the late 70s, early 1980s. And you'd have to sleep in front of the store overnight to get tickets. And there would be inevitably somebody who paid a bunch of like, winos and other people to like be in line because no online ticketing. And so they had to put bodies in line to like scalp tickets. It's been going on
they put things in place though to defeat the people buying like items and reselling them.
They do, but like Morgan said, they get their friends and family who don't want the stuff to come in, and
so.
Yeah. And I feel bad because, like, when I was in the Midwest for that little bit, I I was guilty of it because I didn't have access to the park. So I was like, fine, let's go to freaking eBay and
buy it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember, okay, since we're talking about Festival of the Arts, very first Figment popcorn bucket. We all know how viral that went and the sensation, and people literally waited all day in line that first day for these popcorn buckets. And I saw pictures online, and I think the rule was 2 per person, and people like had their little kids with them. So they would get 4 or 6 or whatever, because they're like, no, I've got my 5-year-old and I've got my 10-year-old.
That's not
they don't need to.
No.
But as a cast member, their hands are tied because they're told 2 per person. So, you've got that kind of going against.
Can they pass a rule like under a certain age? You're not a person. You don't get 2.
You don't get any. You got to be a certain height.
Yeah, I mean, like, where do you draw the line where then you don't have somebody coming back and saying, oh, that's unfair, or that's prejudiced, or that's
right.
It's
right.
Yeah.
We're in that fine line, unfortunately, in our world right now. I feel like
we are.
Do you actually pay for your pass, or does somebody else? Because if you don't pay for your pass, there you go, Yellow Shoes. I solved your problem.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they'll be hiring a third party to administer it.
Right.
And then we're really in trouble.
Well, the funny thing is, people stand in line for these and go crazy for these, and they're such a fury. But then, seriously, check like Facebook Marketplace 6 months later. I see the Figment ones from last year all the time locally selling for less than they were going for in the parks, because people buy a bunch and then they have a bunch left over.
Well, a funny thing about the popcorn bucket last year, and I'd have to go off camera and grab it. So I am fortunate enough that I have the last 2 Figment popcorn buckets. Figment is my favorite character. So I was in Disney, I think in March last year, and they had the popcorn buckets from Festival of the Arts at the popcorn station outside of Journey into Imagination. Festival of the Arts was over. It was Flower and Garden.
Right.
So, it was a fluke that happened. Nobody knew about it.
Isn't the bucket this year another Figment bucket?
Yep.
Right, with a clear, I think I saw a picture.
So it's the light bulb, which I can probably pull it up and share my screen. It's the light bulb with the wings and Figment sitting on top of it.
Right. Just want to remind everybody we're live. If you could please share us out. I'm having some technical difficulties as usual on a Saturday.
You know what the meanest thing Disney could do would be is to, like with Funkos, where you've got the Chase one that's a limited edition, whether it's an alternate.
Right.
Make some of the same ones, but put him in his yellow sweater, but put them in boxes, like blind boxes, so you don't know what you're getting. And then watch the madness unfold.
Oh God.
It's already, so you know what? I just searched it. It's already on eBay, the new bucket, for $73.47.
And I think they're only like $25-$30.
Right.
I haven't seen one more than like the $30 range.
I think I have.
See, I'd be afraid to do that because as part of my, I just signed my new annual pass contract, and it's in there that I am not allowed to buy this stuff and then resell it.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't want to lose my pass and get banned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a $60 profit is not worth losing my pass for a year or longer.
No.
Here we go. Found it. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
So that's the bucket.
That's
and it comes
nice.
with the rainbow popcorn.
Yeah. It's cute, but why would you pay $73, $80 or over? Like that's insane for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Woo. I mean, the first one was just Figment, his body in a sitting position.
Yeah.
And they had that for like at least 2 years in a row.
Right.
And I want to say the last 2 years it's been Figment with the imagination building, and he's on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's been the last 2 years. And like I said, luckily I've gotten both of them. I'm happy. I didn't go through eBay or Macari. Luckily, I got awesome friends that are in the parks, and I'm like, I will Venmo you money if you get me one.
I will get you what you need.
Yeah.
Maybe they could put some effort into the Imagination Pavilion and less into the bucket.
Right.
Yes.
I'm just logging back in.
Rather than do the bride in the Haunted Mansion again for the 7th or 8th time now, why don't we give Imagination some love? Can we stop putting so much time and attention to the same 2 rides, Imagineers, please?
Yeah.
What's the most exciting thing? Go ahead. Sorry.
I miss like when you could actually do stuff when you walked out of the Imagination building, like out of the ride.
Oh.
Like I'm OG Imagination. Like I remember Dreamfinder. I remember, the classic.
Well, dude, that was a ride that was on par with Pirates and Mansion.
Yes.
That was as good as those 2.
I feel like they could bring that back. Like
they should.
They can bring back Dreamfinder.
They could.
We should do a whole episode on Epcot and how we feel things that, although the new revamped Epcot is really nice, like the things that aren't there anymore, or what we feel they could do with like pavilions and stuff. If
we were Imagineers, how would we fix it?
Right. Yeah, Lily. What's the
I'm writing,
so?
I'm writing a script right now for an episode called "Epcot was cool when it was not cool."
When it wasn't right. Well, right.
And that's how I would take it back.
If we really want to make ourselves feel, in my day, Epcot
back in the day.
Yeah. Because
what's the coolest part? So for people that have been to Festival of the Arts, what is like the best part about it? So all the other festivals have food and drinks and music. Festival of the Arts brings some different things, right? They've got artists selling their art. They've got artists doing live art. They've got different entertainment. They bring a little bit of a different twist on the food items. They have other things going on. So what in your opinion, I guess, Morgan and Jim, what do you think is like the coolest thing about Festival of the Arts that they do different?
So I have a weird take on Festival of the Arts because when you said you were going to do this one, I took a look. Right. So Festival of the Arts started in 2017.
Right.
We literally went the first weekend of the first year. We were there.
Oh, wow.
The first, and it wasn't even running the full week. So they were doing Friday to Mondays in 2017, and then they didn't have it on the off days. So it was just like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then they didn't do it for a bunch of days. And the next weekend it would start again. And so we literally walked in there, not even knowing it was a very spur of the moment trip. We were feeling a need for Disney. And so we didn't tell the kids and we booked a trip and then we picked them up for school for Martin Luther King Day weekend. And we just blew down there and we didn't even know. And so we show up and it's Festival of the Arts. Okay. We love Epcot. So we were rolling in there.
Yeah.
But they were just getting going. And also talking about Figment, that was when they began the push to start to reintroduce Figment as the main mascot of the park when they finally, retired Duffy, we'll say.
Yeah.
And they really started the push in 2017 with Festival of the Arts to, put Figment at the top of the pyramid, if you will.
Yeah.
And so, but we came in and it was they were just getting it established and it was a little underwhelming. It was mostly food and some photo ops and some chalk art. But it was that very first weekend, and it felt a lot like not baked when we were there. And subsequently, I might have been to Flower and Garden a lot, I've been to Food and Wine a lot, but that was the only time I was at Festival of the Arts, and it was that first weekend. The kids were little too. It's 2017, so it was a while ago. But it was nice. I mean, we were walking around, and the photo ops were cool, and the chalk art was cool, and the food was good.
Oh, that's right. They do nice photo ops. So
they had
fun
things like that. But we didn't get a lot of the interaction. I think now with older kids and teenagers, I think that some of the lectures, if they're still doing those this year, they used to have lectures and artists and demonstrations.
Yeah,
I think you need slightly older kids with longer attention spans for a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, because a lot of people, this has become their favorite festival.
I could see that.
Right. So it seems they've come a long way, since opening weekend, that weekend you were there, and improvements like I guess like a new restaurant that opens, if you go opening night or opening weekend or anything, things might get better or worse over time.
Hey, Jim, I wanted to ask you real quick because your kids were little. With the festival, did you find yourself having to like explain things to them? Because I think a lot of things were very artsy and kind of like deconstructed food that first
that too
year.
Yeah, so I've got boy-girl twins. They're now 15, and my son, who's now 21. So we're talking, a good time ago in 2017. So, they're pretty young, and you're trying to keep them corralled. And my older son's got a disability, so there was a little of that. Pushing him around in a wheelchair probably at the time, and he uses a mobility scooter now, so he gets around on his own. But so that's a lot to do and to corral. So I would say anything that took too much focus, we probably passed on.
Right.
I was just wondering, like, as a parent of little kids, what it was going like.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not okay. I get it's an art festival, but why are we? And I think we've talked about this before. I know Kim and I have. Why are we deconstructing food? Like, make it look pretty.
Because it does well on Instagram and sells well.
Yep.
That's great. But you know what? It's going to get deconstructed when I digest it. So I'll take care of that for you, Disney.
Well, that's like Star Trek, man. It's like deconstructed and reconstructed.
Right. Yeah, but I don't need this to be like, Willy Wonka and the kid that goes over the TV and you see his particles and stuff. Like, I don't need it deconstructed, reconstructed. Hey, Mom, on TV. Like, make it look pretty on the plate, but still, like, if I want a pastrami sandwich, just give me a pastrami sandwich. I don't need like this here, that there, that there. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. It's just my opinion.
And actually, I don't think they do it as like. I kind of glanced at the menu, and I'm kind of looking,
which we're gonna go through. Actually, let me.
I felt like there's more deconstructed things in the past, so I feel like they have gotten away from some deconstructed stuff. So I mean, I don't know, like the rhyme and reason for the food menu for me, I kind of just go with the flow when it comes to the arts, because it really doesn't, to me, it's just like, okay, let's make the food look pretty, and this is what we're serving for those Instagrammable moments, like Jay said. But like, flower and garden and food and wine menus and festival of holidays menus make more sense to the festival for me.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's still awesome food. Like, one thing that's super popular is, and I think there's a photo on this post. It's a chocolate chip cookie, but it's called an artist cookie.
Oh, with the
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, when I've seen it, like, it comes with a little paintbrush and icing, and like, basically, like, well, obviously the adults can do it, but I saw little kids, like, I'm just gonna, just scribble and go all fun and crazy with the icing on my cookie before I eat it, which is a fun interactive thing.
Yeah,
I plan on doing it solo on Tuesday, but making sure no one sees me do it.
The cookie.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Kim, we've talked. Right. I know it is. Again, I think you could plate it nicely and make it very artsy if you want, which has turned into Instagrammable influencer stuff. And I get it. And I'm not against any of those people because I love them and I watch a lot of them. But just do something different with it. I don't, we'll go through the menu. We'll see how many items there are.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know if we have another half hour left of the show, and the menu's pretty big. There's a lot of returning items. Go ahead.
Just like punch through what we can get through.
Yeah. So, that enchanted rose that is there, that's a returning item. The soft shell crab slider actually sounds good to me because I like soft shell crab.
Actually, all these things say they're new.
That rose I've seen them do before, so it might be a different, but I have seen them have a rose like that before.
I've seen a rose at Amaret's Patisserie. I don't know if maybe that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, I thought they did it at one of the festivals.
Okay.
Maybe it's doing it this festival.
They may have done a different flavor profile, you know.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom needs to take note. That looks way better than the gray stuff.
No, the gray stuff is so good though.
Yeah, but you don't have the gray stuff at Be Our Guest.
Yeah,
you do, but do the gray stuff in that rows together.
I might be like a little child, but I actually like the desserts that come at Be Our Guest at the end, because you get like a little sampler of things, and you know, like I don't know if they're still doing it, but they had like a vanilla white chocolate little teacup you could bite right into, you know, it was like chip, but they have like a raspberry scone, and then they have the gray stuff. So yeah, it was like a sampler. It was good.
I remember before they changed everything at Be Our Guest, they had an orange eclair.
Yeah. Yes. I've had hit and misses there. They've got some beverages here at so I might two things, because I'm an idiot and I got thrown off by our streaming nonsense. Number one, we went live at 7 p.m. tonight because, again, I'm a Washington Commanders fan. They go on at 8 p.m. and I want to watch the game. Although they're playing Detroit and our chances are slim, I still want to watch them because that's my team. Number two, I should call out that what we're looking at right now is the food menu for 2025 Festival of the Arts at Walt Disney World, Epcot. And this first location we looked at is Communicore Plaza. Okay, so they do have beverages, they have beer flights, they have some delicious looking drinks. Now, what is that item?
I want that Figment waffle in my mouth.
I want that as well. And okay. So that's in the next one. Okay.
So you've got this is Connections Eatery, this is the quick service,
right? Yeah.
The plaza is on the other side, like the new part that, you know, we were talking about last week that looks like a, you know, food court when there's not a festival in there.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I've noticed, because you bring up this waffle, every festival last year, Connections Eatery had some kind of waffle.
Right.
Flower and Garden, it was an orange waffle, which I had orange flavor, deliciousness. They had one for Food and Wine. They had one for Festival of the Holidays, which I had the Festival of Holidays one. Again, it's great. It's the same waffle. So it's whatever Liege waffle is, it's that just great waffle.
Yeah.
But they just switch it up. And it's also always wrapped in plastic. So it's a great grab and go.
Because it's fantastic.
Yeah. Like you could totally grab it, throw it in your bag, eat it later. Just make sure it doesn't smush.
Yeah. No, it looks good.
Hey Morgan, are waffles becoming those little waffles, the new thing at Disney, like boba balls and everything were?
It must be. I'm waiting for more boba balls drinks.
Oh my God, don't get me started on that.
It's all over my town. Like I'm gonna drown in boba balls here.
A couple of years ago, we were doing an episode because Kim and I really like that Night Blossom drink over at Animal Kingdom in Pandora that has the boba balls and the alcohol in it. But I'm not going to get too graphic.
I was on that one. I remember the time.
You were. Kim said something, and it just took a whole nother turn. So whenever boba balls comes up, I get a little frazzled.
Oh, parental advisory warning. You know.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, again, that's the recap. Might have to be on a Patreon show, but it was very funny.
I'm just gonna say, fat is the word.
I think Don was on it, and we lost Don. He was laughing.
We did
so
lose
hard.
Don. Yeah. Oh my God. Don disappeared from the screen.
I'll have to get you the Disney Plus mature setting.
Yeah. We're such. Dave and I are such children. I'm so sorry, you two. You've jumped onto a crazy train.
This menu here at the let's see, where are we? We're at the Connections Eatery menu. I don't think I want squid ink pasta. I definitely so I like calamari, but I don't want charred octopus. That's like Hank, right, from Finding Nemo 2. And then they've got black cocoa brownie, so a dessert. I would probably just get like the Three Daughters Brewing porter from here.
You know, I love the food and the various things in the festivals at Epcot, but I'm not eating charred octopus at Epcot. Maybe if I'm in Flying Fish.
Yes,
but
like sit down.
I'm just not getting it at a booth.
Yeah. There's some things you don't get at a booth. There's some things you don't eat walking around.
That looks like gas station sushi to me.
Okay, so I want to get the octopus and then walk around to each character meet and greet and be like, look, I'm eating Ursula. This is what's left of her after she exploded.
Go on the seas with Nemo.
I just randomly tell Belle that and see what she does.
Scare a kid.
Yeah, scare a kid. Ursula, good.
Too bad there's not an aerial meet and greet in Epcot.
I know.
It would be funny.
Now I'm determined to get octopus somehow into Magic Kingdom and be like, oh, Ariel.
I'm not big on this menu. The butterscotch milkshake with chocolate garnish sounds good as well.
I'm down.
We're gonna move right past that. This one here is the new refreshment station, hosted by Coca-Cola. The deconstructed dish menu. Here we go. Deconstructed BLT, deconstructed key lime pie, deconstructed strawberry mint julep, a wicked weed brewing blank canvas. Oh my God, the beer name is too long for me to even say it. And then a deconstructed strawberry mint julep.
Okay, now I've had the deconstructed key lime pie, but I'll tell you what I did. I put it all on one fork and ate it all in one bite.
Right. So not a big portion.
So it was the reassembled key lime pie.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They deconstructed it, and you're like, hey, you know what, guys? You wasted your time. Let's construct this. And
I do want to say I like seeing Wicked Weed Brewing on there because that's a North Carolina brewery. So,
right.
I
love
you're in North Carolina, Morgan.
I'm in North Carolina.
Oh, I'm outside of Charlotte.
I'm in Charlotte.
I'm in Waxhaw.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Jim is a fellow or a previous New Jerseyan like me, but now in the North Carolina.
Yeah. Born in New York City and lived in New Jersey for 7 years.
He's over here now.
He's now what we call a Yankee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I actually heard somebody refer to their northern friend the other day as a Yankee. You know, it's like
Yankee, yeah.
Hey, like take it back a minute. We're in Orlando.
I prefer carpetbagger.
I would take that over Snowbird.
So I would definitely eat because I love pork belly. I would try that deconstructed. I would definitely eat the key lime because I love key lime. And then go for another beverage. I'm moving down to because I really love that photo of this rainbowish cake. So this is the Odyssey Inspiration Station menu, and there is a rainbow cake topped with Skittles popped freeze-dried candy, and there's also a raspberry tart. But that cake to me, just love it. I would love to try it. That cake is
so good.
Is it? Yeah, it's as good as it looks.
So good. So I mean, I've been to Festival of the Arts twice. So the last time I think was actually no, I've been 3 times. Anyway, that was I went like 2 or 3 years ago and had that. This was like when the freeze dried Skittles thing just hit, and I'm like, I don't know about this. I could take or leave, because they are obviously it's freeze dried. They're a little crunchier than the normal Skittles, so I could take or leave the Skittles. But the cake, it's just good cake. Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good. We got fellow Long Island over here, Donnie on the go.
Hey, Morgan, did the Skittles? Did the Skittles still taste the rainbow?
Mm-hmm.
They tasted like the rainbow. So there's a lot of good-looking beverages on here. Don is in the crowd watching here, but Jay, I think didn't you guys have this the blood orange hard cider from Three Daughters? Isn't that what you guys got from in Hollywood?
That is my. It's served at Baseline. Yeah. It's a local brewery. It's a local brewery here, and it is honestly my favorite alcoholic beverage on Walt Disney property. This is my drink when I go to studios. It's got a lot of good looking drinks on it. I would spend some time here with a couple beers. But out of everything, guys, that blood orange cider, just get that. That's all you need. It is. And the 81 Bay is Tampa, so they got Florida breweries here.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Right.
Normally I go for the blood orange, but I have a weakness for black cherry, so I would probably go after black cherry hard cider. And I'm a beer girl.
Right.
Like
I'm in on the black cherry. I'm totally in for that.
Yeah, like I'm not.
I would try that. Yeah.
Cider, I just like but black cherry hard cider, I can't pass that up.
No, yeah, definitely. I would have to go for that, but I would spend a lot of time here trying those beverages.
Honestly, so you're gonna have actually like nice seating area,
right?
So you can sit down. Sometimes they have merchandise in there. I know for holidays they did not have the merchandise in there, but I've seen other festivals they have the merch in there. But as you can see here, that's where you get the popcorn bucket.
I was just gonna say, so the bucket, yeah, you know what? If I would have scrolled down a little further as I go get myself another beer.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's virtual queue. They
Oh, it is.
I think it's virtual queue.
That's much better than just standing in line for 3 or 4 hours for a popcorn bucket. I mean, I don't like it on Tiana or Guardians, but for merch, it's perfect.
I mean,
because you know what you're getting into.
Quick, stop talking about him. He's back.
Oh,
I'm right back. Look at that. It was just a little walks away to grab the beer. Novelty Figment Premium Popcorn Bucket with rainbow popcorn. And then we get into what they call the Craftsman Courtyard menu with a beef Wellington with a croissant here, which looks pretty good, as well as cast iron roasted PEI mussels.
I got some droll here.
Kim loves those. And roasted bone marrow with onion marmalade, pickled mushrooms, and petite lettuce. I've never had bone marrow, but I think I'm getting closer to trying it because it does look really good.
And
yes, we are.
There was bone marrow. There was a bone marrow dish last year I heard about.
Yeah.
At the Arts.
Right.
All I have to say is the beef Wellington. You had me at beef.
Beef.
You had me at croissant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Pinwheel, mushroom, gorgonzola.
Oh yeah. And blue cheese with the beef. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at what is it? The burger place in Disney Springs. Why am I drawing
Deluxe?
What?
Deluxe?
Yes.
Deluxe burger? Yeah.
At one point, they had a limited time burger, but it was a beef Wellington burger, and they had it in the crusty, flaky. If you ever see it again, don't hesitate. Order it.
Dude, my mouth literally just watered. As soon as that combination of words you just said was like an incantation to make my mouth water.
Like you will have a Homer Simpson moment. And that's immediately what this beef Wellington made me think of.
Oh, that looks so good. I mean, that sounds so good.
I feel like people are going, that line is going to be long because of just those two dishes, the bone marrow and the beef Wellington. I feel like that line is going to be long because of those two.
Kind of seems like the beverages don't exactly match what they're serving.
Yeah.
Stout and then a coffee old-fashioned cocktail.
I mean, oatmeal stout, not a problem. It just doesn't seem to match up.
But Brewdog is they had a TV show. I forget what channel it was on. They had a TV show years ago for a couple seasons. Brewdog, the couple guys from Scotland or somewhere that started it, and it was a fun show. And every episode they would make a new beer doing something silly with it. But I've had some of their beer. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
World Showcase El Arista Hambriento Menu, Mexico.
It's the Mexico booth.
It's I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, you did good. You did better than Jimmy.
Yeah. He tries.
Oh, he tries, but unless it's like Cajun, French, New Orleans. Yeah. You did better than
Kim
Jimmy.
says, "What do I love, David? You love me."
He said you love the mussels.
Oh yeah, Kim, you love mussels, like mussels in a broth. You like my mussels. You like to eat mussels. I think you like carne asada. There's also from this menu. There's a croqueta and natilla de maiz, something. creamy corn custard. That sounds good. I would eat all 3 of those items, no issue. And then
I would eat.
the beer.
I wouldn't even eat. I would just take all of it at once. Just inhale.
I don't know about the corn custard. I might, if somebody was ordering it, I might take a bite.
I would eat it.
It's actually, it's really good.
Okay.
I like.
I've had it. I've had it, and I've actually had it before. Not at Epcot, but
yeah. Well, so I mean, being in New Jersey, we have a lot of bakeries, and they do these Portuguese custard, things.
All right.
And that reminds me of that. Such a delicious dessert. One of my favorite all times, like other than like a pinoli cookie. But so I would definitely try that. And there's a painted panda menu.
The drinks look good at Mexico too, by the way.
They do. Let's go back up. Mexican craft beer, which are always good. There is something called Floridita. Floridita.
Yeah. I'm thinking margarita and Florida put together.
Right. Because there's grapefruit soda with a hint of Aperol, which is a lot. It's got very popular Aperol.
Yeah.
After sitting on the shelf at bars for decades, it's finally hot.
It's like next we're moving to Campari.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Aperol.
It's like everything,
popular. So the Strawberry Fields is made with Dos Hombres Mezcal, and that's the tequila made by the guys from Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Yeah. So they've been in Epcot several times, actually, in the Cava Tequila, serving their tequila and making drinks. I've seen
pictures because I follow the La Cava on Instagram.
Right. Yeah. And they've gone on like Guardians with some of the people that were there. And so they seem like really, really fun people. I guess when you're drinking tequila. Yeah.
Even before I knew that was their tequila, I would be all over the Strawberry Fields margarita.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love that? The Painted Panda menu, which is in China. They got some General Chow's chicken, a har gao shrimp dumpling, and an egg tart. And then they've got some beverages. They have a strawberry bubble milk tea, a fruit lager, dragon fruit lager, Silk River hard lemonade, and a butterfly pea flowered infused cocktail with vodka, light rum, leche syrup, and magic boba pearls. Nice. Oh,
boba
pearls, not the
I think that's what I think that's what we should call them from now on to be safe.
Boba pearls, right? Not balls.
Boba pearls, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Kim's gave me the 10-minute warning. Kim, that game's not going to start till about 8:20, so we got some time. Yeah. I've made a Washington Commanders fan out of my Jets rooting wife. We've got the Refreshment Outpost menu, food item, artist palette jumbo chocolate chip cookie,
and that's it for food.
So basically, cookie and alcohol.
Yeah.
Right, and alcohol. So bring your kids for a cookie and get yourself a drink.
Because by then you need the drink and you need the cookie to just entertain your kid. Is what I'm reading from this menu.
Yeah. Oh, this is exactly parents. You need a break.
I'm thinking the alcohol for the adults to bring it down, and then the sugar for the adults to help bring it back up.
Yeah,
of course. Yep.
Kids don't eat either. That's for the adults.
That's good. What do we got coming from Germany? We got the Pastoral Palette menu in Germany, food items, pork and white bean cassoulet, red wine braised beef short rib, and a Black Forest cake. I would just buy the menu here. Yeah, I would just buy all. I'd be like, here's my card. Yeah. Reed Orders Brewing hard cider. Yeah. 81 Bay Brewing. Yes. Frozen Rosé. Kim.
We've had the frozen rosé. That's good. I would say that I probably buy the short rib wherever it is in Epcot at every single festival. It's a given. It's like a short rib. Yeah, let's have that.
Let's do it.
Oh, this is what you have to do, though. Okay. One thing I've noticed lately is we talked about the China booth. I've noticed lately those are a long line. So you have somebody stop in China, get in that line. The other person, just book it to Germany and get in that line. Right. Germany's been a long line too. And you just meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
You have to, this is a team, festivals are
a team effort. You got to make sure you use the bathroom before you get online.
Yep.
Right. And then you also want to make sure you have like your drink of choice, whatever from the previous booth you went on.
And you need a third person to grab a trash can.
Right.
Yeah.
To hold
I actually
it
think
down.
the worst lines I've seen at all the festivals are always in France.
France?
Really?
That booth in the back in France has always got a horrific line.
Some of the crepe place in the back, or
no.
festival
So
booth?
the festival booth in the front, because they're usually doing a lot of hot cheese related croissants and stuffed. It's just the line is always really.
So I should. So Jim, as a first timer, I should skip right by France this time.
Actually, it's delicious.
Well, I have the option of coming back every day, so I mean, I should just go ahead and just walk on by it.
Basically, it's get the frozen Grand Marnier with the extra shot, and then get on the line. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, it was Italy for
I like that
Flower and Garden. We were there when during our spring break trip, and the Italy booth was just like backed up, and there was no shade, and it's like, who wants hot pasta in the heat?
Yeah.
All right, this is Italy's menu, actually. Good timing here. We got a tricolor cheese-filled Rav. We got a mozzarella fritto, which looks like a giant chicken nugget with some paint.
Yeah.
We got a hazelnut s'mores cannoli over it. Yeah. So
good.
Kim makes fun of me too because I'm Italian and I call it a ganole. And she's like, there's no G in it, but we call them ganoles. And you got some Peroni, Prosecco, Moscato, Chianti, Italian red sangria, Italian inspired margarita with tequila, triple sec, and Fabrizio Limoncello.
There we go.
And a Mela Spritz. So, man, some good looking things here too.
Always good for beverage in Italy.
Right? Hazelnut s'mores sounds really good.
That's what I was thinking, that, and maybe a little Prosecco, and then the beautiful architecture.
Right. Yeah, I don't need anything else from there.
And by then, you need a little carb load to keep you going. So you got the pasta and the fried cheese,
Right. Yeah. I hope that cheese is, because it looks like you get one chicken nugget.
It does look like a chicken nugget.
Right? With dipping sauces. So I hope it's like bigger than, obviously this is a small picture, but
it looks like
the presentation there. If you go back that for a second. It looks like you're doing a painting, right? So all your different colors. I mean, they made it look,
which is cute, but it's one thing of like cheese. Like I'm not even going to get to like the fourth sauce. Yeah, because I'm going to be done with the cheese by then.
We get to deconstruct that nugget. I will deconstruct the nugget and take some toothpicks. So just enough for each sauce.
The artist table menu in the American Adventure. You got a deviled egg trio. Sounds good. Chicken pot pie.
I'm actually looking forward most to the deviled eggs. That's
I'm
embarrassed. That's my number one item on my list right now.
Also a hummingbird cake, which I think they've had before and people rave about it. And again, some good looking drinks coming from the American Adventure. But yeah, I don't want a chicken pot pie. It's never been my thing. But I would definitely get a piece of that cake and some eggs and
the pineapple wicked weed. The pineapple.
And if you ever want hummingbird cake when they don't have it at the festival, Art Smith's Homecoming.
Oh, Art Smith, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that's delicious there too.
Best fried chicken.
Wait, they make hummingbirds. They make hummingbirds into cakes now?
Mm-hmm.
No, the hummingbirds make the cake.
It's made out of hummingbirds, but they're really hard to catch, so sometimes they run out. They're tiny and fast, Jay.
That sounds delicious.
Several years ago, I actually saved one. It flew into our front window in our house.
The cake or the birds?
Both. A bird, a little hummingbird, and he was so adorable. He was so beautiful, and he got better and he flew away. So yeah,
happy ending, happy story.
Yeah, it was but I was actually able to hold him.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we got a funnel cake menu location between the American Adventure and Japan. So we got a bunch of different funnel cakes here. Mm-hmm. If you're into funnel cakes, right, just pick one. Go for it. There is a goshiki menu in Japan, which I don't want to scroll too far.
That's the menu I'm excited about.
Thing with the fish. Really, the fish. Okay. Are you going to eat a fish-shaped pastry?
Okay. First of all, backstory. I've never had anything bad in Japan at Rose Festival. Also, I'm a little bit more adventurous with Japanese food because my boyfriend likes Japanese culture, anime, all that stuff. This taiyaki has actually been to the Festival of the Arts, but it's been gone for a while. So I've had this before at Epcot. I got it because I'll admit, I got it for the gram. I got it for the gram picture.
So
it's good.
Is it? There's no fish in it.
No.
Right.
It's just shaped like a fish.
Right. Okay. So that's not a bit, but it looks like one of those things you made as a kid, like a mold, and then you didn't take the stuff off the edges.
Yeah. Like when I had
you made a Play-Doh press.
Yeah. When I had it before, they didn't have the stuff around the edges. It just was.
Yeah, they should have took that off.
Fish pastry.
Fish. All right, I would try that because there's no and I'm not saying I don't like fish, but I don't know if I want a fish pastry, but I would try that. I would definitely try the Wagyu bun.
Yeah.
And I'd probably try the sushi donut too because I like sushi.
What I like every festival, there's some kind of sushi in Japan, and I like that it's always different. So you basically you crave a different type of sushi each festival.
Yeah. Everything, all 4 items we just talked about, I will take 1 of each, please.
Yeah.
I'll take 2 of each.
They've got
That's true, they're small.
Yeah.
They got some drinks here, and it looks like they have a flight.
Now, the cool thing here for Festival of the Arts, if you see the Masusaki and traditional personalized wooden cup,
right?
When they first started doing this, people were like all about it because it's a cool little souvenir. Like they will like paint or with a Sharpie or something your name in Japanese on the little wooden cup.
Yeah.
So you take it home.
Cool. 2-minute warning. My wife is more of a Washington Commanders fan than I am now. 12 minutes to kick off. Yeah, see, Kim, we've got 12 minutes, not 2. That game ain't starting at 8.
Yeah, but I got a pie coming out of the oven any minute. Time for this thing.
We got like Carrie Underwood's gonna sing some intro or some nonsense that's gonna happen. Anyway,
not 1 but 2 pies in the oven for the game. So come on, man.
All right, Tangerine Cafe, Morocco. They got grilled kebabs. They've got stone baked Moroccan bread, avocado coconut custard, and you got some drinks coming from here. So some delicious items in this menu. Man, they have a lot of food.
Want it all.
Yeah. Over in between Morocco and France, there is a booth, and their items are chorizo and potato empanada. Yes, spicy ajaco soup and a passion fruit filled mango cheesecake. Some beverages here, tropical, like in their flavors. It seems like from their descriptions. So
now one thing I
pretty good
noticed
to me.
The cheesecake here looks like the cheesecake you get at Santulli Canteen, except for obviously this is a mango one and that one's what blueberry foil.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. If it works, keep doing it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
This is kind of cute. In France, they have looks like a chocolatey version of frog's legs. So there is some sort of puff pastry with duck, a warm creamy brie in-house bread, and then a chocolate mousse flourless cake. But again, is it me or those little winged chocolate things coming up are like they're not frog's legs? They're not supposed to.
I didn't think they were, but now I do.
But now you do.
Could
right?
be.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it's escargot and chocolat, so it's supposed to be snails.
Snail.
Okay.
Escargot.
Snail.
Is it escargot and chocolate, or just escargot?
It's an escargot. It's basically a snail made out of chocolate.
Right.
Okay. I thought for a second I thought it was like both flavors together. I thought, okay, that could be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got the salt, the salt. I could kind of see someone merging those two together somehow.
If that's on the menu next year, that we know that they heard it here.
Yeah,
sounds like
then I want one for free Disney.
They can do like the old commercial. You got your snail in my chocolate. You got your chocolate in my snail.
Our friends over at the Canada menu here have a citrus braised beef tartare and a wild mushroom risotto.
Risotto.
with aged parm. Yep, risotto. Yeah,
that one. Truffle shavings.
Yep, me too.
Infantile reduction.
The mushroom risotto. I want to lick the plate.
Yeah, I would actually try the beef tartare too. I've never had that before, but it sounds good.
And wine has finally shown up. I haven't seen a lot of wines.
No, yeah, I mean this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Scotch cocktail though. Oh,
I would get the Scotch cocktail. I'm not gonna lie.
I just wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, but my day might end there. I don't know if I want to be throwing down some scotch after.
Hey, Dave, it's like this much scotch. It's Disney.
Oh, yeah, not a lot. Okay. So over at the
you gotta sneak in your own.
Yep. Refreshment port near Canada. You got a caprese poutine with Tuscan spiced French fries, and you got an artist palette jumbo chocolate chip cookie.
I want all of that.
So okay, I can't so they have that Canada without my kids insisting on getting the poutine. So they're like, yeah.
Gotta try it. And then over at Deco Delights near Port of Entry, you got the frangipane cake, the almond frangipane, which I love that. Yeah. And so again,
the Bauhaus cake, I love it.
Yeah, it looks really good. I would definitely enjoy myself a Left Hand Brewing Company milk stout with coconut from here. They got a beer flight, they got an espresso martini. Let's see.
You had me at coconut.
This is near Port of Entry swirled showcase menu. Bubblegum soft serve in a cone. Kids would love that. Oh my God, they love bubblegum ice cream. Dole Whip in a cone. Oh yeah, lemon, lime, strawberry, imagination cone, candy trio, and a liquid nitrogen mini cake pop. So again, this is one of those booths and I would love some of those desserts, but you want to stop and get your kid something. I think there's a lot of fun items here for them to try.
No, what tells me is I need 4 other people with me, so we all order one and share everything.
Yeah.
And I need to make sure I do not forget my lactate pills since I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh my God, yeah, you're going to need that at that booth. Yeah. Warning to everybody at Swirl Showcase menu: take your pill like the booth prior.
Yeah.
All right, Pop Eats menu near Port of Entry: tomato soup with grilled cheese. Again, you can't really go wrong with grilled cheese and tomato soup. And then a tomato soup. They didn't put spaces in the spelling. It says soup with. And I'm like, am I an idiot, or I don't know what soup with is, but it's soup with pimento cheese, bacon, and fried green tomato, grilled cheese.
Yeah, I want that.
Do you see that right here?
Yep.
See it? Soup with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some intern at Disney is getting fired tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody got to get tossed.
What's cool though is I'm surprised with this picture because previous years they put the tomato soup in like a little garbage can.
Yes.
So I don't know if they're not doing it this year or they just wanted more stylized photos.
Yeah. Don't forget the Joffrey's coffee and tea menu. You get a lot of really good coffee drinks. This one has a donut on top. And there are some other things here. Kids picks. There's a Figment Inspiration Station, World Showcase, Artist Table, the Arte de Mangiare, and Pop Eats. So that is the menu for 2025.
I cannot believe we
Festival
got through that menu in 30
We did. We're
minutes.
only a couple minutes over. I could hear my wife upstairs patiently pacing for me to end the show and go up there and get into Washington Commandos. Guys, they're playing the Detroit Lions.
Please don't tell us you're going Commando. None of us need to know.
No, Commanders. So this shirt right here, Jay, you're not a sports guy. So Washington used to be the Washington Redskins, and then they changed the name. But before they chose a name, they became the Washington football team for a couple of years, and now they're the Washington Commanders. So I have a Washington football team shirt.
I'm sorry, I like it just Washington football team. It just
I did too,
it sounds so generic. I kind of like it.
Kim says another great show for tonight. Go Lions! I know Lily, you are Lions, our friend. She's yelling, "Let's go!" Excuse me. I want to apologize up front for those those issues we had with the streaming up front. I can't take it anymore. Every week it's an issue. But I want to thank everybody who supported us on Instagram Live and the YouTubes and the interwebs. So thank you. I want to thank, as always do, people who watched, people who will listen in the future as a podcast. To my co-hosts tonight, Skipper Jay, we have Jim, we have Morgan. Again, Morgan, representing Disney Nerds, Disney Nerds podcast. Please tune into them Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They also have a live stream this past week, this week still. Just from the normal crew, right? You've got Jim, Ed, Ian, and Lisa. But then also Mark Daniel joined in and gave some fun secrets and stuff. Mark Daniel, who's awesome, has one of the coolest voices in the world. Just joined in and it was a really fun show. I tuned in to say hello as well. So please support our friends over at Disney Nerds and Disney Nerds Podcast.
Thank you.
I hope everybody has a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to go watch my football team probably get their butts kicked, but go Commanders.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Here's our outro. I hope everybody has a great rest of your night. And
Alan smells.
Thanks. Yeah, always. He does smell. We'll see
Alan
you guys
smells.
next Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Next Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern.